Buccaneers football on rivercountrysports.com is brought to you in part by Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and Live Oak, by Van Carpet One in their new building on Faith Road in Lake City, by Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. You'll find them on Highway 90 East in Lake City, and by the Suwannee County School District. Now live, it's Branford Buccaneers football here on rivercountrysports.com.
And we're here live on River Country Sports for tonight's game. Tonight we have your Branford Buccaneers taking on the Lake Weir Hurricanes. Tonight we're over here in the bottom part of Ocala, Florida. Thanks for joining me tonight, my co-host Steven. How are you doing tonight?
Man, it's a beautiful night for some football, man. We've got a nice little cool breeze down here. It's overcast, so man, you can feel some victory in the air tonight.
Yeah, tonight's game taking on Lake Weir. Lake Weir, a team that we have never faced with Coach Clark being the head coach here at Branford High School. Tell us a little bit about them and what we've seen out of them so far this season.
Well, I tell you, so far we've watched them out here warming up, and they passed the eye test. I mean, they look like a big physical team. Wasn't able to watch any of their games. Tried to go back and get some stats. But really, they're off to a great season. They're off to a 3-1 season. Started off the season with PK Young. They beat them 40-0. Next, they played Citrus, which was another big win, 32-6. Then they had a loss to West Nassau. Then last week, a familiar team with us, they played Bell, which we also just had a victory over. They won 32-8. So looking at those scores kind of makes me think, we're in the realm. But they are a big team. They got a lot of big wide receivers on the outside. So, just interested to see, how much talent they have, if the talent compares to the size tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we really don't see a whole lot out of Branford. But, I mean, what we make up for the size is grit. I mean, you've seen these players try and run downhill hard all season, trying to get the job done, even though we don't have that size like we may see out of the Hurricanes tonight. But it is homecoming, we believe. We've seen some vehicles pulling across the track here earlier on in the afternoon for Lake Weir. And so all the festivities going on there. Stick around and watch some homecoming festivities. But, I mean, we've seen Branford kind of start off. They're 2-2 right now. So tonight's game is really going to determine, I mean, what the season is really starting to look like. We've seen at the beginning of the season, first game came out and had a tough loss to North Florida Educational. Right there came down to the wire in Branford Buccaneer Stadium. We're at home again against Weehawken. Played them and came out with a big win, which was a tough game for us last year. Came out with a big win, 32-7. At home right there again for the third game in a row, Branford took on Bell and won, like we seen Lake Weir also do, 28-7 there for us.
Close game.
Went on the road actually last week. Myself and my co-host here were not able to join us, but you can go back and listen to that. They're live on River Country Sports. It's actually recorded. Wayne Luttrell and MC Kenny B, they're filling in for us, so we appreciate all the help that they did for us tonight. And took on Ocala. I mean, we seen a tough loss. Came down to the wire there, 21-20. How was that game?
I tell you, everybody loves a good, intense ball game. We've seen several of them. You just don't like it to end like that. Coach Clark had an opportunity there at the end, and it's easy for us to sit back and watch the game from the comfort of our home or on the sidelines here and say what we would do. But as a head coach, you got to make a call. Am I going to go for two and win the game, or am I going to kick the extra point and go into overtime? They chose to go and win the game. We had an offsides penalty, which brought us back some. Still chose to go for it and just came up a little bit short and ended up losing the game by a point.
Right, so I don't know if you're watching right here live on rivercountrysports.com. You're probably seeing the same thing that we're seeing here tonight. We're set up here in the stands on the home side right along with all the students as well. It's a lot of festivity and hype coming out of them. Big game for them tonight with Branford coming into town. But, I mean, we're seeing a big band. I mean, not only size out of the football team in numbers and and size-wise, but we're a big old band. Tell us a little bit about it.
I tell you, that it's kind of, we heard them when we were coming up. I guess they were practicing just outside the stadium. But, man, this is almost like college material game out here. I mean, they are professional. They are loud. They look the band looks the part tonight. So if the football team is half as good as the band, it may be a long night down here in Lake Weir.
And, man, it may be tough, but, I mean, we see that with a lot of times. I mean, it's tough seeing the reflection of the band to the football team exactly, but when you have this much work and this much effort put into the band, think of how much is really put into the football team as well.
Yeah, just excited to get things started, get it underway. I know the team is excited to come out and just try and prove something tonight.
So we're going to take a quick break, but be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com. We just seen that band that we talked about have a great performance of the national anthem here tonight.
Man, hats off to the band tonight. Man, they are incredible. I tell you, I would almost venture to say one of the best high school bands that I've heard in a long time. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. You can tell they put in the work tonight and sound great.
But they also put on a big show, looks like, here in Lake Weir High School. I don't know if that's just because it's homecoming or this is something that they actually have the letters of the school, Lake Weir LW, spelled out on the field, as you can see right here live on rivercountrysports.com. But, I mean, one guy focusing more on Branford that we're seeing returning tonight, hopefully for the full game, is number 2, starting running back Ollie James.
So we really look forward to see. We knew what type of success Ollie had late season last year. We're really looking forward to see him this season, what he was able to do. Obviously, with the injury early in the season, we didn't get to see too much of that. Excited to have him back on the field, and I think he's going to be the spark that we need on the offense to get those extra hard yardage.
Now, see, I almost wondered, because they've been rolling T.C. Smith, number 6, there so much at running back, if they're going to just plug him in fully, because we talked Tuesday night on the Coaches Show, which you can go back and watch recorded there on rivercountrysports.com with Coach Clark, their coach of the Buccaneers. I mean, we talked with him about kind of how they've been nursing that ankle almost with Ollie a little bit. Plugged him into last Friday night's game there on the road against Ocala some, just to kind of get him that feel for it again. But we're looking forward to seeing if he's going to be full speed tonight or how that ankle is doing for him.
Yeah, and there's been times where we haven't been that deep in the backfield, but this year was one of those years. Coach Clark talked about it early. We had a lot of talent, and fortunately, not knowing what would happen with Ollie early, TC and some of those guys were able to step up and really not miss a beat too much. The great thing about Ollie is he's one of those that not just get the hard yardage and runs hard and just carries players downfield, but he can break away easy, get on the sideline, and take it to the house in a hurry.
That's right. And so a couple other players you want to watch out for on the defensive side of the ball tonight. We want to look for number 5, also referred to as Junkyard Dog. They started calling him earlier on in the season. We see him wearing that blue collar tonight, horse collar sticking out of the jersey there tonight. Look out for him there on the defensive side of the ball to make some big plays.
Yeah, and really we've played a lot of different offenses, and with the size of these receivers, and again, I wasn't able to go back and watch some of the games, so don't really know the setup of Lake Weir. But with the size of their receivers, you would expect them to be a majority passing team. So I'm looking at our DBs. Are they going to be able to step up to the task tonight to cover this tall outfield?
Not only we're seeing the tall receiving core, but we also seen some good size out of the linemen as well. I mean, we seen number 70 and number 71 there for guys looks like playing both tackle positions for the Hurricanes tonight as we're taking the field. Number 72 also a guy you want to watch for on the line to be providing that much more time for the Hurricanes tonight.
Yeah, they definitely got a big line. You can see there. We should probably zoom in at this point, and which you don't have to see, but big number 72 in the middle. But one thing where we lack in size though, we pick up on speed. So size isn't everything. If we can work it right, get in on those angles and in the gaps, I think our defense can handle the job tonight.
Tonight's a big task coming up. I mean, we're here just about 3 minutes ago before kickoff. We don't know if this band's going to be off the field in time for kickoff, but we will see when we join you right back here live for kickoff on rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live on River Country Sports, and we just seen, while on break, Lake Weir has won the toss, and they chose to defer to the second half. Tell us how that's going to look as our Branford offense takes the field first right here in the first quarter.
You know what, I really and I kind of thought that they may do that tonight. I really think they want to see what we're going to put on the field. And this is a perfect opportunity. There's been a lot of anticipation on coming down here. This may give us the opportunity that we need to go down and get the game started early. And if we can drive right here and go ahead and put some points on the board, it may set the tone for tonight's game.
We're going to need quarterback Trent Land to start us off quick here. We're gonna see whether they just take a shot downfield earlier on, or if they're going to try and just pound the ball down the field little by little with our couple running backs tonight to do the job for us.
And we're in these aluminum stands tonight. Something I've gotten used to is the concrete stands over in Branford. But besides the band, I think the home team has done some practicing because they are making these stands rattle and getting loud tonight. This may be some noise that Branford has not heard in some time.
Lots of commotion coming out. We see smoke rolling across the field. A lot of festivity. We don't know if it's just homecoming festivity or something that Lake Weir causes every single Friday night. But, man, they look like they're ready to go.
Yeah, and if we can show half of the excitement that we're here, and And so we're not in the press box tonight. We're actually sitting out here in the stands on the home team. Actually, as you shared earlier, in the student section. So we apologize. It may get a little rowdy. It may get a little loud. We may get a little loud. So we're just looking forward to some good football down here in Lake Weir, Florida.
We're hoping to see our Branford Buccaneers make us get a little rowdy here tonight. I don't know if the opposing team will be very happy with it, but a lot of big plays are needed in order to seal this ball game away. Doesn't it look a whole lot better on the season going 3-2 rather than it does going 2-3 tonight?
Yeah, that's right. This just gives us an opportunity to come down here and set the tone and decide what type of football team we are, gain some momentum going into the second half of the schedule.
Second half of the schedule, I mean, we've got teams later on coming up tonight. In the backfield, you'll see number 0, Reese Vaught. He's merging on, I believe, over 500 yards already on the season, all-purpose yards. Right to his left tonight, we've got Arcavian Jones, number 7. Watch out for Arcavian to try and take one back earlier on as they kick the ball off right here. As we get prepared to kick the ball off right here on rivercountrysports.com. Rather short kick that goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line going out there for the Branford Buccaneers. We're going to set up shop right here, first down, and 10 to go. Let's see what the Branford Buccaneers can't get started for us right here in Lake Weir.
Man, and I tell you, I really wasn't expecting that. I mean, you come out and you have these big group of guys. I'm looking for, to pin us back deep in our own territory, but they're going to put us out here, right here starting at the 42-yard line, giving us great field position to start this game off.
Yeah, you almost wonder, why would they start up? Are they just trying to get some big momentum, trying to get the ball off, just didn't get it to the ground, but he kicked it straight out of bounds, didn't touch the ground.
And it didn't even look like he was trying to start off with an onside kick. Wasn't like they were trying to be aggressive. I think it was just a bad kick. Goes right out of bounds and gives the Buccaneers great field position to start the game.
That's number 9, Raja Mims. Mims tonight, kicker for the Hurricanes on the opposing team, Lake Weir. His quarterback, Land, sets up in the shotgun formation. James stacked behind him, deep in the backfield. Looks like Smith and Vaught out there to the right side. 8 Schultz motions across, and they're going to hand it off right up the middle to James with a pickup of about 3 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 7 right here. Good first little run by Ollie James right here in the first quarter for your Branford Buccaneers.
Yeah, we were kind of looking for that. We're wondering if he was going to come out and start the game. Here he is tonight, back on the field. Just excited to see him, that he's all right, to get over that injury. And we'll be able to tell pretty quick whether he's limited or whether he's full go tonight.
That's actually going to bring up second down and 6 here tonight for your Branford Buccaneers. Quarterback Land with James to his right. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to keep looking like to pick up a good bit of yards, maybe good for a first down. We're going to look and see the call. Land looks like he does pick up the first down. They're going to move the chains on down. Good push by Land there to pick up the first down for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, it was. Had a whole host of Buccaneers behind him, pushing him, and he was just carrying both sides down the field on that one.
Earlier on in the first quarter, first 2 plays we've seen both been on the ground. One a quarterback keep and one a handoff there to James. We're going to see if he likes to go to the air with one of these plays, and he does. He takes it right out there to the right. That's Reese Vaught going to get around the sideline, and he has a little room, but it's going to be brought down around the 30-yard line on the opposing side.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. That's 3 good gains to start the game off, and if we can continue this momentum, then we may be in for a good night.
Good little catch and run there. It's going to bring up first down again for the Branford Buccaneers. It's quarterback Trent Land lines up. James to his right. Smith and Vaught out to the right side. James. That's Land going to keep it himself. It's going to be brought down with another short gain on the play. It's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, it looks like he was able to pick up around 5 on the play there. So, yeah, that's one thing that we've seen so far from Land. When he keeps it and keeps it under his own feet, then he's able to pick up 4 or 5 yards. It seems like every time he runs the ball.
We've seen the size difference. But not really much of that is lined up on the defensive side of the ball. Who knows if they're just holding it for the offensive side of the ball tonight. But, and they did. They got him to jump off sides there tonight. We've seen the defensive end for the Hurricanes jump off sides. It's going to bring up close to a first down, if not a first down, for the Branford Buccaneers tonight. Good job holding still by the Brantford offensive line. Yeah,
as we look, the teams look pretty even out there as far as evenly sized, but Brantford has been able to move the ball so far to start this ball game.
We see the wide side of the field to the left side, which is where your 2 receivers went. Looking maybe for a toss or what we're going to see, a motion there to the right side, and it's going to come back as James keeps it, and James is still moving forward. Looks like he's going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you, we haven't seen anything out to the side. It's been working for 5, 6, 7 yards each time that we've ran it so far.
Seen that one little quick pass out there. Good block by Smith in order to get Vaught down around to pick up the first down. Besides that, it's been running the ball here tonight. We're going to see if the ball is kept on the ground. We've seen Capella. I believe he messed up his hand pretty bad, but he's got that wrapped up tonight. Number 28, Carson Capella. Line up as looks like Vaught and Smith line up. He's going to hand the ball off there again to James. James gets smacked pretty hard in the back, but another short gain on the play.
Yeah, and again picking up another 5 yards on that one. Marching right down the field. Something we haven't seen here lately, seeing James back out there. Regardless of how he gets hit, how he gets turned, his legs continue to move. As you notice that, he picked up another 2 yards going backwards. He just don't stop.
James does all the pushing you want to. Land can do all the pushing you want to, but you can't go anywhere if your line is not there to help you out. And we've seen that earlier on in the first quarter here tonight at Lake Weir High School. Ocala, Florida, as Land keeps it himself again. It's going to pick up another couple yards.
Yeah,
going to bring up third down for the Buccaneers as they continue to drive.
Looks like it's going to bring us to the 10-yard line. 10-yard line looks like about 2 yards to go. Putting us in great field position.
Man, if the Buccaneers can hold this up tonight, just being able to constantly push, if the Hurricanes don't make a shift, it could just be a battle of the trenches here tonight against the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that's what it looks like so far. But as you mentioned, that offensive line is getting the job done as far as, giving them that extra 4 or 5 yards and a couple more yards with a good push.
You're watching right here live on rivercountrysports.com. Great quality camera crew. We want to thank our streaming producer and our camera crew for helping us out tonight. Rivers Martinez, Anthony Woosley up here, helping us out in the stands of Lake Weir High School. Quarterback Trent Land just going to keep it himself, and he's still pushing along. Looks like he's going to be brought down with another short gain on the play. Going to see if it's good for a Buccaneer first down.
It's hard to tell from this angle, but it looks like they did pick up the first down. That's going to bring us down to around the 7-yard line. That's going to be first and goal for the Buccaneers tonight.
First and goal for the Buccaneers as quarterback Land brings the play back into the huddle. We see this team going 2-2 so far on the season, looking to pick up a third win so far and bring the Hurricanes down tonight.
Yeah, the thing I love about this type of possession is, look at the clock. We're already down inside of 8 minutes on this drive, so doing a great job just managing the clock as well.
And the ball was handed off there around to the left side to Vaught, and Vaught looking to reverse field, and he's going to be in for a touchdown. If there's no flags on the play, that's going to be a Branford Buccaneer touchdown. That's Vaught putting 6 on the board for the Bucs.
I tell you, great job by Vaught. You've seen it when he went here to the outside, he was trying to hit up that on the outside line like he normally likes to do. Had to cut back in, that door shut. He found another door that was wide open to slam it in the end zone.
Vaught able to pick up another touchdown. They're open and drive for the Buccaneers. We picked up a touchdown, 7:32 left to go here in your first quarter at Lake Weir High School.
You really couldn't have asked for a better start tonight, especially getting the ball first, able to go down, make a statement. Really, we did not have a loss of yardage on that entire series.
And that kick, that's number 20, J.C. Corrado, freshman for the Branford Buccaneers tonight. Kick up, extra point is good. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back here live on River Country Sports for all the Branford Buccaneer action.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get 'em, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers come out fast on the opening drive, run the ball, throw a quick screen pass, run it again. Quarterback Trent Land and running back Ollie James able to get it done on the ground tonight. And we seen the sweep come around from the left side by number 0, Reese Vaught, able to get it in for a Branford Buccaneers touchdown. Your score, 7-0, Branford Buccaneers. As kicker David Lopez looks to kick it off. That's number 54, and he's going to kick it deep to the left side. It's going to roll all the way back, and it's going to be fell on top of there, almost a costly decision.
As you couldn't see there, the ball did not go out of bounds, did not go in the end zone, stopped at around the 2-yard line. Suddenly, the coaches started screaming at the players to go jump on the ball. That could have been a quick scoop and score for the Branford Buccaneers if they hadn't made it over there in time. It's going to do the opposite of what we had earlier, and it's going to put them back deep in their own territory. They're going to get the ball to start out on, it looks like about the 4-yard line to start this drive.
Yeah, the Hurricanes not in very good field position as we look for the linebacking core and the D-line of the Branford Buccaneers to start us off quick here. Maybe get something to turn around, pick up an extra 2 points if possible. As the Hurricanes set up shop here, 1st down and 10. Quarterback's going to keep it himself as he looks to bounce around to the left side, but he's going nowhere as he's stopped by a group of Branford Buccaneers, looks like led by number 58, Keaton Brown. Like we said, coming off the D-line there to make the stop.
Yeah, and really, everybody was able to meet him right there. It looks like he's still on the ground. That's their quarterback that came out, took a hard hit by a host of Buccaneers, and he is still on the ground as they're out there checking him out.
It's going to be a tough loss if we see quarterback for the Lake Weir Hurricanes not be able to return to the game tonight. Hopefully we're able to see him get up and return to help the Hurricanes out tonight.
Yeah, while we're waiting, so it looks like he did get up on his feet, walking over to the sideline. So we'll see as Branford Buccaneers come back out on the field. Looks like they'll have to substitute in their quarterback. So they'll go with a backup quarterback on this. So let's see how this works out.
We can't exactly see who the Hurricanes put in there for backup quarterback tonight, but he's going to do the same thing around to the left side, but he's met there by a couple more Buccaneer defenders. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd down, that's Lucas there. Number 2, Kevin Lucas there, backup quarterback for the Hurricanes, able to pick up a couple yards, but stopped by some Buccaneer defenders.
Yes, it's gonna bring it down to a 3rd down. Looks like about 3-4 yards left to go, and all we've seen is 2 quarterback runs so far. So let's see if they open it up. A couple big wide receivers on the outside here tonight.
I mean, we've seen kind of what they like to do on film, just watching, is they like to run the ball, and then try and top it to one of their tall guys on the outside, drop it off to them. As we see the major size difference, but hopefully that won't hinder us tonight because your Branford Buccaneer defenders are stopping the Hurricanes tonight on the ground.
Yeah, and it looked like that was a close one, but they did barely make it across the 1st down marker, so they are going to move the chains. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from about the 15-yard line.
Hurricanes looking to imitate what the Buccaneers were able to accomplish here earlier on in the first quarter. I mean, we see 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Your Branford Buccaneer defenders up 7-0 over the Hurricanes. As he's going to look to throw it there to the outside. Good catch and throw as he needs to make the tackle. Good catch and throw by number 6 there, Brandon Smith, for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of waiting on that. We figured they would run a few times, try and draw us in, and then hit somebody out here in the flats, and that's exactly what they did on that one. Gave them a good play to pick up another first down. That's going to bring them to about the 30-yard line, or actually, yeah, so bring them to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the 30 for the Hurricanes.
Quick little out route there, able to pick up another first down for the Hurricanes. As we've seen a timeout called on the field, it's going to give Branford a little time to recoup and assess the situation.
Yeah, at this time, we would like to, if you're in the market for real estate, whether you're buying or selling, call Pool Realty. Their team is very experienced, they're knowledgeable, and they have the listing for your dream home that can help it come true. Their agents work hard to match up each customer with the right property that fits all of their needs. So whether you're looking in Live Oak or in Branford or anywhere in North Florida, give Pool Realty a call. They're committed at providing exceptional real estate experience. Pool Realty has offices in Live Oak and in Branford. See Pool Realty for all of your real estate needs.
Yeah, we want to thank Pool Realty for being a constant sponsor of RiverCountrySports.com. As we've seen a whistle blown, and looks like the play was blown dead. False start on the offense is going to back them up. It's going to keep first down for the Hurricanes. Back up 5 yards. Going to be first down and 15.
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing the starting quarterback, number 12, back out on the field. So swapping back out. And really for the backup coming in, I mean, he did a great job. He was able to pick up a run, able to make a good pass. So we'll look to see what they're going to do with their starter back on the field.
That's number 12, Landon Wiley-Cunn there for the Hurricanes. As he come in wearing the red undershirt, the ball is dropped on the ground, but he's stuffed there by the Buccaneer defenders.
Man,
not able to pick up any yards.
And I tell you, after a big play, they come out and get a false start and then end up fumbling the snap on that. So tough little break here for the Hurricanes. That's going to back them up another 10 yards to their own 20-yard line. It's going to make it third down, and looks like third down and 20 on this one.
Not a very great start there by Wiley-Cunn there for number 12 for the Hurricanes. We've got to be careful of all that we say because we are on the home side here tonight.
That's right. I do see a few people looking at us kind of weird tonight.
As we see the ball almost picked off. It was tipped up in the air. That's number 6, Smith, there for the pass deflection.
Great
for your
job.
Branford Buccaneers.
I tell you, if Smith hadn't have got his hands on that, it was 6 points the other way. Great job for him just to jump up and get his hands on it and block that ball because it was headed right to the receiver.
Great job by Smith, but we didn't see, I don't know if Smith would have been, Smith was the over-top safety there, just able to get around the outside of him was that receiver. Tall receiver there again, able to try and get it done, but the pass deflection brought down by Smith.
Yeah, I really thought he was able to get behind him on that one.
As he looks to go to the air again, but he's going to roll out to the left side there, but he's going to keep it. It's going to be met and thrown down out of bounds. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, it's going to bring up fourth down. Looks like about 13 yards still to go.
Fourth down and 13.
Even with that pickup, still puts them well shy of even getting back to where they started on this series.
Don't know for sure, but looks like they're going to keep their offense out on the field tonight.
Unless their quarterback is the punter. And it looks like that's what's going to be. We've seen that several times this season already where the quarterback's the punter as well.
Yeah, so quarterback there, Wiley-Cunn that's Landon Wiley-Cunn, number 12 for the Hurricanes, punting it off tonight. Back deep is number 8, Schultz, as the ball bounces out of bounds. Want to thank our Branford Buccaneer cheerleaders for joining us out here tonight. Traveled all the way down to Ocala.
Yeah, got a good crew of Branford fans that were able to drive down here, and I tell you, this is no easy drive. You get off the interstate and ride to the middle of nowhere, and then you make a sharp left, and you're here.
Yeah, you're here. I mean, they told us that we had to. We came in and followed the line of cars in, and we're like, hey, where do the visitors need to park? And they're like, hey, you're way down there, about a couple hundred yards down on the other side. So it just put us a little bit of walk up here to the stadium, but that's all right because we seen the Branford Buccaneers come out early and get a stop against the Lake Weir Hurricanes.
Yeah, we need to do the same thing right here. Let's continue to drive it down. We can bring this into the second quarter on this drive, go into the second quarter up 14-0. That's what we need to remain control of this ball game.
Good field position as the Buccaneers take the ball around the 40-yard line. It's going to bring it all the way down close to a first down. That's James on the run again for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, he's going to pick up around 9 yards on the play. That's a great start to this series here. Picking up 9 yards, going to bring it down to second, and it looks like a long 1.5 on this. So let's continue this, and it's working so far. This ground game that they've had.
If you keep running the ball, they say eventually you'll bust one up the middle. So that's what we're trying to do, looks like. And they try and draw us off sides, a little bit of motion coming down from the linebacking core. As quarterback Land is set up in the shotgun position, going to hand it off again to James, trying to get around the right side. Going to be a pickup of about 1 on the play.
Yeah, able to pick up. Yeah, it looks like we were able to get the first down on that. But you could tell they were ready for that one. Their defensive line was getting aggressive, and it looks like they're calling us a little short of the first. No, they are. They're going to give us the first down. So that'd be 1st and 10 for the Branford Buccaneers.
Going to be first down for the Branford Buccaneers tonight.
Yeah, it's going to put us on the on their 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 40.
That's the 30-yard line going in for the Branford Buccaneers as quarterback Land looks to pass, and he's pump faking it, but he's going out to the side. That's Vaught with the turnaround catch there. Almost got in, but looks like he fell just short of the touchdown. Little pump fake and throw. One thing we've seen several times out of the season, worked most of the time, Vaught able to get around the left side and catch the ball there for a big pickup into the Branford Buccaneer red zone.
And really, if Land could have put that out in front of him, then it's just a touchdown. Vaught did a great job adapting as he threw it to the other side of the shoulder. He had to turn around, and really, I thought that one was past him. He was able to turn around and grab it, keep both feet in bounds. And, it's going to bring it down to what looks like first and goal from around the 2-yard line.
Yeah, good catch there. Not easy being able to track the ball down and see it as quarterback Land looks to take it himself. As he runs in, standing up, walks in for the touchdown. That's Branford Buccaneers putting 6 on the board tonight. 3 minutes to go left in your first quarter, and the Bucs have already scored twice here tonight.
Yeah, and really they were able to score this time much quicker than our initial drive the first time. We only took about less than 2 minutes off the clock on that drive. A couple big plays, and then that deep pass to put us down there on the 2-yard line, and then just to march it right in.
Kicker Corrado as he looks to kick the extra point. And it's going to be good, and it's going to give your Branford Buccaneers 14 and the Lake Weir Hurricanes 0 tonight. 3 minutes left to go in your first quarter. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
And we're back here live on River Country Sports, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers able to punch it in for another touchdown tonight, bringing up 14-0. That's kicker David Lopez kicking it off to the right side as he's going to look to try and make a good return here. That's number 6, looks like, for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I tell you, just on that return, you could see some of the blocking happening out there. And, it looks like, the Hurricanes said, you've already put up 14 points on us. We're going to come back and do something here. An aggressive return, great return, and a lot of great blocking across by the Hurricane receiving corps tonight.
Hurricanes actually able to pick up some good field position as they're put on the 36-yard line going out tonight. It's going to bring up first down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Looks like we have the backup quarterback back in for the Hurricanes tonight.
Yeah, we'll look to see if this is something they continue to do, is just rotate quarterbacks, or if, in fact, their starter is hurt tonight.
And he's around to the left side. He's going to cut back and be brought down. Good grab and run. That's number 2, Kevin Lucas. Big pickup and run. We've seen a lot of speed out of that run, too.
Yeah, so a lot of speed. Yeah, as he cut back in, you've seen his feet kind of slip out from under him, or else that could have been a dangerous run right there. We did have a couple guys that were head hunting him down, but nice little explosive play for the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes able to pick up some good yardage, bring up first down and 10, looks like from the 44-yard line.
Looks like number 12 is back in at quarterback.
So what we've seen a little bit on film is more of a passing quarterback out of one style and then a running quarterback out of the other. I mean, we've seen the ball handed off here around to the right side, flag thrown. That's Lucas still around this side. We're going to see what that's flagged for. But he's going to be brought down by kicker David Lopez, number 54. He's going to pick up another 25 yards.
Yeah, it does look like there was some holding as he was coming around the end. And that's one thing you'll see a lot of times when you're trying to sweep it around the end, that offensive tackle will just hang on a little longer than he should. Ref seen that one tonight. It was a great run, but it's going to be called back for the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes going to be backed up tonight. It's going to bring up second down and 15 tonight for the Hurricanes. That false start, that holding just got them backed up here tonight.
Yeah, I tell you, we've seen a little different offense that step on the field this time. They're a little more aggressive. They're hitting a little harder. They're running a little quicker. I don't think they're ready to let us be up 14 points on them. So it looks like they're trying to do something on this drive.
Yeah, we've seen a handoff to the left side, just trying to get outside. It's allowed those running backs to pick up speed tonight and carry it around the end.
So each time you've seen that with the running backs and the receivers, when they get on this outside, they become dangerous. So we're going to have to make sure that we contain the outside. And we didn't see a whole lot as they're trying to run up the middle. Wasn't able to get anywhere, but on the outside is where we could have a weakness tonight.
It's 8 o'clock right here in Lake Weir Hurricane Stadium as they look to throw it. Looks like a bubble to the right side. But that's good read by number 6, T.C. Smith, able to get off of a block and make the tackle. On the offense, that's number 1, Jaquel Colbert on the catch and short gain there.
Yeah, a great open field single tackle by Smith. Just a step up there, and what could have been a dangerous play held him back. So right now, you're looking, it's second down, looks like it's second down and around 18, 19 yards to go. So with that penalty, really pushed them back, and they've got a long way to go here.
Second down as calls are called in from the sideline. Starting quarterback back in for the Hurricanes as he looks to throw on down the field, and it's just over the head. That's quarterback Wiley Kunn there in for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, so one thing we have seen is the quarterback has had a lot of time back there, especially like when we seen a while ago when he rolled out like that. He was able to run it for about 20 yards. Even on this play, he had a lot of time to look down the field, assess the field, and then make a throw. Fortunate for us, he just overthrew his receiver.
Going to need some pressure put on the quarterback there tonight, not to give him as much time to find receiver of Brandon Smith around to the right side. We see to the left of Brandon Smith is Jaquel Colbert. We've seen him with that catch and run stopped by Smith a minute ago. Looks like about every play they're switching out quarterbacks.
Yeah, we're going to call a timeout here for Branford, calling a timeout.
And we're going to cut to a quick break, but we'll be right back here live for all the Branford Buccaneer action on rivercountrysports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling. Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th. Live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
And we're right back here live on rivercountrysports.com. Your Branford Buccaneers are up 14-0 over the Lake Weir Hurricanes. 1 minute, 19 seconds left to go as Branford just came off of a timeout, trying to get everything figured out and stop the Hurricanes from getting to the outside and picking up speed here tonight.
Yeah, we've seen a lot more life this time, but with a harsh penalty, set them back.
And look at that. That's a lateral picked up there. A good catch and toss back there. We've seen similar to the same thing out of the Dolphins last night with Tyreek Hill, actually, if you were watching that game. But little creativity out of Brandon Smith there to toss it back to his running back. Yeah, that was a big pickup to give him first down. It's going to bring him all the way down to about the 28-yard line. It's a big pickup for the Hurricanes. Was not expecting that tonight, and it worked out to perfection for him. Not something you were expecting to see, like we mentioned, out of the Hurricanes tonight, as quarterback comes back in, but he's going to hand it off there to the left side. A flag is on the play. Going to be a pickup of about 5 yards. Yeah, let's look and see what the call is going to be on the field. Looks like number 22, Enrique Santiago, on the run tonight. Yeah, there is going to be a holding penalty on the Hurricanes, so that's gonna move them on back a little bit there. So holding on the Hurricanes, getting them some losses of yards tonight. I mean, we've seen this time and time again. They start to drive and then just get backed up by one of these penalties. It's really taken away a couple explosive plays that they've had back to back. These penalties are not very good for them. It's worked out great for the Buccaneers tonight. I mean, we've seen the last penalty of holding, get the ball turned over and have to punt it away to the Buccaneers tonight. But that's going to be the ball handed back off. But he's met there by some Branford Buccaneer defenders. It's going to bring up second down and about 16 to go. Yeah, and really our interior defensive line has done a great job at stopping the interior run there. Not that we get much yardage. We've seen when they get on the outside, that's when they become dangerous. And they've also, we talked about them being a pass team. On the passes we've seen, they've been able to connect all except for one pass so far tonight. We'll keep you updated as well. A couple games that we have in the area tonight. I know we have Swanee Bulldogs taking on the Hamilton County Trojans. Interesting game tonight. A lot of talk about that game to see if Swanee's going to be able to pull over the win on the Trojans tonight. Yeah, another hard hit there by several Buccaneers. That's going to bring us down to the end of the first quarter with your score, Branford Buccaneers 14, Lake Weir Hurricanes 0. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back here live for all the action on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in to see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com. Steve, tell us a little bit about that first quarter and how it put the Branford Buccaneers up 14-0 over the Hurricanes.
Well, I tell you, Jackson, to start off, I sit here in the stands a bit confused tonight. So we have the Lake Weir Hurricanes, but the band is playing the Seminole Chop tonight. So I'm not sure what's going on, but Branford's done a great job. 2 good possessions on offense, able to go down, score both times. Yeah, and then we come out and see some life in the Hurricanes, but they've allowed these penalties to set them back. They've had a couple big-time plays. Right behind that was a penalty that took all of that momentum away.
Speaking of penalties, we just seen another one here tonight. We don't know if looks like it's an offsides on the Branford Buccaneers before the play could even get off. Offside's going to move them forward 5 yards, put them a little closer into that first down territory. That score of the game here tonight, 14-0, Branford Buccaneers. As quarterback looks to throw it around to the right side and just off of the hands of the Buccaneer defender.
Hey, so I tell you, our defense on that one, we haven't seen this yet tonight, but they were able to get a couple guys in, put some pressure on number 12, made him make a bad throw, should have been picked off the other way.
That's Landon Wiley-Cunn just throwing into the hands of the Buccaneer defender there, just not able to grab it for the interception.
Yeah, that could have been a great momentum shift on this drive for the Branford Buccaneers.
I just don't think he's seen the ball coming there. I mean, it would have been quick to turn around, see if we couldn't pick up another 7 points. As the ball is handed there around to the left side, it's going to be met by some Branford Buccaneer defenders as he keeps trying to go. It's Kevin Lucas.
Yeah, we had a little extra shoving over here on the side after the tackle. We'll see what they're going to call it on. Seen some shoving and seen a helmet pop off of one of the Hurricane linemen there. So we're going to see if they call that on the Hurricanes or if, in fact, they call it on the Buccaneers. It's almost like you see somebody's helmet pop off, you're going to call it against the other team when really we kind of seen the Hurricane lineman there doing a little extra pushing on the Buccaneers.
Big guy can be the bully until you're down 14 points here at the start of the second quarter.
That's right. Yeah, and we talked about the we talked about the size that they have, and we noticed that size on the offensive line. They do have some big guys up there, but the speed of the Branford Buccaneer, their linemen, their linebackers coming in and they've been able to contain the outside these past couple runs, which is what we talked about earlier.
That personal foul is going to be called against the Buccaneers. After the play, we were looking for the call. And it looks like the Hurricane defense is going to come out on the field tonight. Don't know if that penalty resulted in a turnover or how that worked.
Yeah, it looks like the Branford offense is coming back on the field. They called a personal foul against Branford, but we didn't see how that played out for them. Looks like they're still discussing a lot of stuff on the field. One thing we've seen this past week in college football, where you could and I think it was college football, we've seen it in the pros where you could hear when they were going back and reviewing a play. We could hear the guys upstairs talking to them, telling them what was going on. That's what we need here tonight. We need to be able to put the refs in our headphones so we can have an insight of what's going on as they're meeting on the field.
I tell you, we might be able to do that tonight if you, the viewer, will go on and like and subscribe to rivercountrysports.com. Share with all your friends, and we might could get the ref with a headset talking to you right here live on rivercountrysports.com.
Oh, that's right. Hey, I tell you, that was one of the coolest features that I have seen, to be able to know. I've always thought it was just one guy making the decision, to know that he has a lot of help and a lot of education that goes into that decision making.
I mean, they really showed the screens of all the different views and angles of calls. I mean, even touchdown calls that were being reviewed and called back or overturned at points. But I mean, we seen that as the Branford Buccaneer offense takes the field here tonight.
So it looks like Branford did get the ball back. They did move them back 10 yards.
So that penalty was assessed there on the turnover as quarterback Land looks to hand the ball off to James. As James, a good pickup of yards. The hole opened up, but he was able to hit it there.
I tell you, he did get sandwiched right there in the middle with two pretty hard hits as he broke through the line of scrimmage.
James looks like he's exiting off the field. A little bit of limping going on there by James. Hopefully he's all right and able to return to the game earlier. We were wondering if he was going to end up getting hit and that ankle still be bothering him tonight.
Yeah, and it looked like that hit was really, I didn't see a whole lot to the lower body. It was a heavy upper body hit by the two defenders.
But, you know, as if you get landed on by one of those big defenders of the Hurricanes, it hits you the wrong way, and it doesn't do any justice to that hurt ankle.
Yeah,
looks like quarterback Land going to keep it himself there. Gain of a couple on the play.
Yeah, and I tell you, if somebody's going to jump out there and hit Land hard, they better have their feet planted or he's going to run you over tonight. So he's, you know, we've already seen him tonight just be able to pick up 4 and 5 yards with each run. And I tell you, if that really adds another dimension to your offense, if you got a quarterback that can pick up 4 and 5 yards each time that he hangs on to the ball, really opens up what you're able to do.
It's going to bring up second down for the Branford Buccaneers tonight. Quarterback Trent Land brings Smith in motion. They're going to send him around to the left side, and he looks like his feet just slips out from under him. Going to be short loss of yards on the play.
Yeah, tough play there. He really had some good momentum as he got the ball, but was not able to make that turn. His upper body made the turn, but his feet did not stay under him. Yeah, so that's gonna put us at third down, and looks like about 12 yards to go for the Branford Buccaneers tonight. Loss of 2 on that previous play.
Second down for the Branford Buccaneers tonight. Quarterback Land still set up. We haven't seen the Wildcat formation come out of the Buccaneers tonight. Maybe we'll see that a little later on in the game, just trying to experiment and work with it a little bit. But quarterback Land is going to keep it himself and be brought down with another short gain. Looks like the Hurricane defense is starting to be able to figure out this Buccaneer offense a little bit tonight in the run game.
Yeah, I mean, really with 12 yards to go, I'd like to see something a little more aggressive there. See if we could get a pass to the outside, give one of our receivers an opportunity to pick up a first down there. But we'll look to see what they do there as we've got, looks like we've got third down, looks like about 9 yards to go on the play.
Third down and 9. 9 minutes, 15 seconds left to go before your half. Branford Buccaneers still up. And they're going to look to throw it down again. Quarterback Land has to extend the play to the outside. And good catch there. That's Vaught able to go up above the defender and make the catch.
Man, I tell you, another great play by Vaught. Really, you know, the defender was right there on him. I thought it could have been an interception, but Vaught just goes up there and grabs the ball and says, not today. As it comes down, turns around, able to pick up the first down. Great pickup by the Branford Buccaneers.
Crucial play there needed by quarterback Trent Land to make that throw, along with 0 of the Buccaneers. That's Reese Vaught with the catch. First down and 10, Branford Buccaneers.
And that was a great job by Land. You've seen he went for the pump fake, and typically that has opened it up for us, but he started getting some pressure. He was able to roll out just before he got hit, able to eye Vaught down the sideline.
Now, you see typically that pump fake come out of the wide side of the field. Short side of the field tonight, we've seen that. I mean, then Land takes kind of a shot to the head. Looks like he's good. Get back up there. Going to bring up second down, about 7. Brought down by number 14. Number 22, that is, Enrique Santiago. Pick up about 4 and bring up second down and 6.
I tell you, the clock continues to move. We're down just inside 8 minutes left in the first half. The score is still 14-0, Branford Buccaneers, and they're slowly rolling on this one, just eating away the clock. If we can go down and score and be inside of 3 minutes before the half, that's going to be a great job by the Branford Buccaneers.
A great job, but it's going to be also 3 touchdown difference if Branford's able to go downfield and score. We see that play here by Smith. Pickup of a first down. for the Branford Buccaneers.
Yeah, good hard run by Smith to go through and pick up that first down. Took a hard hit across the middle and almost did a complete flip. There's he got hit in the middle of the field, but was able to pick up the first down.
The Buccaneers get the ball right here at midfield. First down and 10. Quarterback Land in the shotgun formation is going to throw it quick to the left side. That looks like to Jones. Jones going to pick up about a yard and a half on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 8.
Yeah, the defender met him right there, and he did not go anywhere. But the forward momentum ended up giving us about 4 yards on the play. So that's going to bring up second down, around 6 yards to go.
2nd and 6 there for the Branford Buccaneers as quarterback Land still looking to put a third touchdown on the board before halftime here at Lake Weir High School. Quarterback Land going to keep it himself around the left side this time. Going to drive himself, bully his way forward. Let's see if he was brought down before the first down.
Yeah, it looks like he went just past the first down marker. And, man, I tell you, we have seen some hard running from Land tonight. I mean, really, he was hit right out here, just about the line of scrimmage, which you would have thought most quarterbacks would have just stepped out, right? But he just lowers his head and continues to drive, picks up another 6 yards after the initial hit.
Like you said, most quarterbacks would just run out of bounds, but not Land. Land's ready to go and ready to hit somebody here tonight. But we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers picking up another first down here with 6 minutes, 25 seconds left to go.
Also playing on River Country Sports tonight is the Suwannee Bulldogs versus the Hamilton County Trojans. Looks like Bulldogs just put 7 points on the board, up 7-0 in the second quarter over there in Suwannee County.
Bulldogs trying to get it done here on the season. Pass almost brought down by Adrian Smith, number 19 for the Hurricanes. Pass intended for Vaught on the outside.
Brings up second down and 10 for the Branford Buccaneers on the Hurricanes' 38-yard line. Time on the clock is 6 minutes, 15 seconds with your score 14-0 Branford Buccaneers.
Buccaneers looking to try to get it done, but they're not looking like they're in any bit of a hurry tonight. We see a lot of offenses trying to run that hurry-up formation as the quarterback just continues to run the ball here tonight. Flags brought in. Looks like a face mask on the play. It's going to move the Buccaneers even more forward. Looks like Land was able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you, he blew through the line of scrimmage there and just carried a couple of Hurricane defenders down across the first line marker on that one.
Land has really been a big part of the running game that Branford has had so far. I mean, we've seen him be able to throw it down each side, short and long, to Vaught earlier on in the game. But, I mean, we also seen him be able to pick up most of the yards tonight on his feet.
Yeah, and that was a face mask call on the field, so that's going to bring Branford Buccaneers all the way down to the 21-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line for the Branford Buccaneers.
Buccaneers looking to punch it in one more time before half. 6 minutes, 7 seconds left to go on your clock. I mean, we say one more time. How much time really would Branford have if they were able to score right here?
Well, you've seen the last drive they had. They were able to get it done within 2 minutes. So this drive was similar to the first one where they have just ate the clock away, not giving the Hurricanes offense much opportunity to get on the field tonight.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Gain of 1 on the play for the Buccaneers. Trent Land keeping it on the ground again. A lot of explosiveness out of Land tonight.
Yeah, and it's taken so long. You notice some of the offensive players on the sideline for the Hurricanes have went and visited the concession stand, got some hot dogs and hamburgers.
Good one there by my co-host Steve Jones. Thanks again for joining us here tonight in Ocala, Florida. Lake Weir High School. A lot of blockers out to the right side there as quarterback Land is going to jump up and pick up another several yards.
Hey, and great job. Looks like Carson Capella was a lead blocker on that one. Picked up the defensive end as he came in to try to make the play. He had the angle on Land. Great pickup on that block, which ended up giving us the opportunity to go down and pick up 6 yards on the play. It's amazing how one extra block sometimes can make all the difference in a drive.
Opening up that hole for Land to get around to the right side. We're going to see if they utilize Smith there but we see Carson Capella with his wrapped up hand tonight for the Buccaneers go in, and they're going to draw him off sides. Lots of movement there on the defensive side of the ball by the Hurricanes. Going to move the Buccaneers forward 5 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be an automatic first down on that one. It's going to put us down around the 9-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for the Branford Buccaneers tonight.
First down for your Buccaneers. If you're tuning in here live on River Country Sports, make sure to like and subscribe. Join us, follow all our stuff, and you can go on and watch the Coaches Show on Tuesday nights where myself, Jackson Jones, goes and interviews the coach of the Branford Buccaneers, Coach Tim Clark, and we'll assess this Friday night's game along with next Friday night's game, what they're looking forward to. Quarterback Trent Land looks to keep it himself, picking up a couple yards at a time here for the Buccaneers.
Man, I tell you, if this game continues the way that it's going, Coach Tim Clark's going to have a good time at the Coaches Show come Tuesday night, talking about some of the different success that many different players have had so far on the field tonight. But we've seen a lot from quarterback Land. He's able, and I don't know what yardage has already at so far for this game, but he's going to put up some great stats on his feet.
And we'll go over and review that on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock on rivercountrysports.com. Land going to keep it himself as he keeps it and drives it in for the touchdown. If there's no flag on the play, that's going to be another touchdown. That's Land putting 6 on the board for the Bucks.
Yeah, and he just drove and ran over every defender that stepped in his way on that one. He was determined to put 6 points on the board on that one. Man, just another impressive drive by the Buccaneers tonight. I mean, they have just been playing hard and playing physical, not allowing the size of the Hurricanes to intimidate them any. They're just putting their head down and running through them so far tonight.
Kicker Corrado trying to get the kickoff tonight for the extra point, and it's good. That's going to put the extra point on the board. 3 minutes, 28 seconds left to go. Your score is Branford 21, Lake Weir Hurricanes 0, right here on rivercountrysports.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
And we're right here live on rivercountrysports.com where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers and quarterback Trent Land able to get it done and put 7 more points on the board for the Bucs. 3 minutes, 28 seconds left to go as we look for kicker David Lopez, number 54, to kick it away for the Buccaneers. But actually, freshman kicker Corrado is going to be in replacement for Lopez tonight as he looks to kick it off. Good kick there by Corrado. Tackled there by number 8, Tripp Schultz. Going to bring up first down and 10.
Yeah, let's
from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, let's see what the Hurricanes do right here. But you know what? We'd like to thank some of our sponsors tonight. We've got Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and in Live Oak. If you're looking for a insurance quote, just trying to make sure that you've got the best rates on your home or auto insurance, then reach out to Farm Bureau Insurance with an office in Branford and in Live Oak.
Farm Bureau Insurance, they're all for your insurance need as we see the Lake Weir Hurricanes take the field once again. It's first down and 10, 3 minutes, 4 seconds left to go right here on rivercountrysports.com. Able to hand it off there around to the right side as it looks to create space, but legs taken out from under him. That's number 2, Kevin Lucas on the carry around the right side.
Oh, man, hard hit. It's gonna push him back for a loss of looks like about 2 yards on the play.
Going to bring up second down and 12 for the Lake Weir Hurricanes tonight. So we really haven't seen this size out of the Lake Weir Hurricanes come into play much, as we thought that'd be a determining factor tonight. But that grit that we talked about out of quarterback Trent Land and the Branford Buccaneers has really been a big factor in getting them the lead 21-0 with just under 2 seconds left to go as the clock winds down for the Buccaneers before half.
Well, and, we talked about the physicality of the Branford offense tonight and quarterback Trent Land, but this defense has come to play tonight. And, I mean, they are hitting hard. They are playing physical. And, just on that play right there where they're coming through, you've got 3 or 4 defenders just running and pushing them back over the line of scrimmage. So they're doing a great job containing the Hurricanes tonight.
Those defenders, I mean, we're seeing outside linebackers. Looks like number 9, Cole Poindexter, along with number 5, Devin Waller. A false start, I believe, by the Hurricanes tonight is going to back them up 5 more yards.
Yeah, and they've realized they're getting a little antsy on the field, it looks like, getting a little jumpy as we're almost down inside 1 minute left in the first half. I know they don't want to go into halftime with 0 points on the board, but, at this point, this is just taking you backwards.
I mean, we've seen most of these penalties come out of the Hurricanes tonight. It's really set them back, as we haven't seen quarterback Landon Wiley-Cunn there, number 12 for the Hurricanes in the game in a little while. We're going to see if he continues to stay out of the game or is he going to be back in. And the ball is kind of lobbed there to the outside.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he had pressure or got hit, but just lobbed it up. Very fortunate on the play that was not an interception. And I kind of looked. We seen some success that they had for the start of the game with some big passes. You got number 12 going back on the field at this time. So let's see if they want to try and open it up inside 1 minute left in the first half, 53 seconds with the score 21, Branford Buccaneers 0, Lake Weir Hurricanes.
Make sure to stick around after halftime for all the second half action there as the Branford Buccaneers go to receive the punt. Punt takes a good roll, picked up there by the punt team of Lake Weir.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little confusion of who was going to actually even punt the ball. We've got the quarterback, number 12, ran out there, but was waved off, and someone else punted the ball. So, excited to see this halftime show. We've got the band walking around. It is homecoming here at Lake Weir. So we've got the homecoming court is across the field on the other side, getting ready to take the field. We've got, man, what a massive band they have. They've got a large band, and not just large in number. I mean, they're incredible. They are well practiced and sound great tonight. So they're making a lot of noise over here in the home side of the stadium.
A lot of effort and work put in, like you mentioned, for that Lake Weir band tonight. I mean, we were seeing the kind of reflection in size and numbers as well. Good bit of players on the Lake Weir Hurricane sideline. As we've got a flag on the play. It's going to be on the offense.
Yeah, looks like a false start on the offense. Going to back them up just a little bit. But, yeah, at this point, I imagine if you're Coach Clark, you're going to go into the locker room up by 21 points. Didn't necessarily anticipate this coming into this game, especially with Lake Weir coming off of a couple pretty big wins. So just to come out and be able to dominate the way that we have so far the first half, I believe he'll be satisfied going in.
As quarterback Trent Land looks to extend it to the outside, he's going to try and put his head onto somebody, and he's still going. Able to get all the way to the outside. Brought down there around midfield, the 50-yard line. We thought they were going to be conservative, but he took off around the outside.
Yeah. So if Coach Clark is okay with it, he did not let quarterback Land know anything about it. He was running hard and fast and physical on that play as he turned the corner and brought it down for a first down right at midfield, right at the 50-yard line for the Branford Buccaneers. We're just inside 40 seconds, 38 seconds left in the game.
Clock's going to wind here as quarterback Trent Land is in the shotgun position. Capella stacked deep behind him in the backfield. And he's going to look to throw it to the outside. Who's that? Looks like Smith. Tried the same play earlier that they were able to complete with Vaught. Just a little underthrown there by Land. Broken up there by the defense.
Yeah, it was just a little bit short on that one. If he could have opened it up, looks like Smith had him burnt deep there as he tried to come back and make the play. Still made a great play on the ball, just was not able to come down with it.
So we've seen that same play several times out of the Buccaneer offense. And I guess the Lake Weir Hurricanes fans don't seem to like us too much over here on the home side as we've had some trash thrown at us. But as the clock winds down, 30 seconds left to go. They're going to go downfield. They're going to try it again. That's Vaught. Does he make the catch?
He was able to come down with it. Yes, he was. Going to come down with it at around the 11-yard line. We've got and the clock is stopped with 22 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be first down, and it's going to be what looks like they're going to move him back to around the 12-yard lines, what they're going to call him back at. So that's.
It's going to bring a flag on the play, roughing the passer against the Hurricanes. Going to move him down even further. 22 seconds left to go. Looks like Coach Tim Clark's going for it all here tonight right before halftime, really trying to put the nail in the coffin earlier on in the game.
Yes, that's going to be first and goal from the 6-yard line. 22 seconds left. We've got an opportunity to go up by 4 possessions on this going into halftime. As you see the Branford Buccaneers hurrying to the line of scrimmage.
22 seconds left to go. Don't know if they have any timeouts remaining for the Buccaneer offense before halftime. They're going to throw it around to the left side. It looks like to Vaught, but he's going to be brought down. Short loss of yards there on the play. 7 seconds, almost 8 seconds left to go here in the first half. Your Branford Buccaneers up 21-0 over the Lake Weir Hurricanes.
Looks like they were able to get a timeout in there with 7 seconds left on the clock. It's going to give us probably one more opportunity to go and try and break the plane on this. We've seen the screen pass didn't really work out. So let's see what they're able to do. It'd be interesting to see what call they play on this one. Yeah, we'd like to thank a couple more sponsors. We've got Van Carpet One. So they're in their new building over there in Lake City. If you have not been by and seen their new showroom at Van Carpet One, they're on their have their new location just off of Faith Road in Lake City. Their showroom is beautiful. I mean, pretty much anything that you need as far as flooring, as far as tile, stop by and see them at Van Carpet One in Lake City.
Yeah, you had to take a trip actually over there to Van Carpet One in Lake City the other day, didn't you?
Yeah.
As the Branford Buccaneers take the stage there once again, 2nd and goal. Quarterback Trent Land looking to roll out to the right side. That's number 8 of Tripp Schultz. Going to be brought down right before making it into the end zone. That's going to bring up the end of the first half before Branford could score again. It's going to be your Branford Buccaneers 21, the Lake Weir Hurricanes 0. We'll join you right back here live for all the second half action on rivercountrysports.com.
And I was unsure.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning.
Are calling back the Lake Weir Hurricanes. They are calling them back on the field. Looks like they may have got a timeout.
Turns out we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com. I mean, we're seeing that the refs are now calling the Hurricanes back out on the field.
Yeah, it looks like Branford was able to call a timeout with 1 second left on the clock. They're going to have the ball on, it looks like, around the 1 yard line to give us one more opportunity to go in and score.
1 second left. Now, remind us of the team that we seen something out of like this. Was it Bell that was actually able to go down and get their score of the game there in Branford Buccaneer Stadium? Just that little bit of time put back on the clock before half. And their quarterback, Trent Land, looks like able to get across for the touchdown. There's going to give them Buccaneers another touchdown tonight right before halftime.
Yeah, he carried the defender right across the line of scrimmage, and with his third and fourth effort, he was able to break the plane. They're going to go for the extra point on this. No time left on the clock going into halftime.
As number 20, Corrado, sets up to kick the extra point, held by Vaught there. Line for the Buccaneers, looking to hold the Hurricanes off as they kick the extra point. And the extra point is good. It's going to give your Branford Buccaneers 28 and the Lake Weir Hurricanes 0. We're going to be right back here live for all the second half action on rivercountrysports.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
From the heart of Suwannee County, it's River Country Sports, your exclusive home for local high school sports, live events, and all the hometown action you care about. Catch every touchdown, buzzer beater, and big play, streaming live and on demand at rivercountrysports.com. Proudly supporting all of Suwannee County. This is River Country Sports, your teams, your town, your stream.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live on River Country Sports, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers able to put another score on the board right before halftime. We thought we were going to go into halftime, Steve. I mean, we thought we were going to go into halftime, but what happened right there?
Yeah, so the Hurricane defense had already left the field. They were headed to the locker room. Coach Tim Clark was able to get one last timeout. Great job by saving that timeout. He was able to get it with 1 second left on the clock. You've seen as we went down, we were able to get down to the 1 yard line. So that gave us one play left, first and goal from the 1 yard line. Trent Land able to knock it in to put another 7 points on the board, giving us 28-0 as we go into halftime.
Not only has Trent Land able to get that last touchdown for us, tell us a little bit about what else Trent Land, quarterback, has been able to do here in the first half for the Buccaneers tonight.
Yeah, we've seen some great passing, but really the story so far tonight has been him on his feet. I mean, he has been very aggressive, very physical, and we've seen a lot of speed. We've seen him run up the middle. Something we typically don't see is him running around the edge like he has tonight. He's had several big breaks to pick up some big yardage plays. So it's been an impressive first half for quarterback Trent Land.
Trent Land, along with a couple runs there by James tonight, but it looks like he exited off the field with a hurt ankle once again tonight. I mean, as we see these homecoming festivities taking the field tonight, the LW spelled out for the Hurricanes tonight. Jeeps taking the field around the track, getting all circled up, about to start the homecoming festivities.
Yeah, it is Jeep country down here in Lake Weir. So a lot of big, wide open land around here, and just a beautiful area that we're in here. So you can tell they've had a lot of excitement. They've got a great crowd over here, and pretty loud, loud stadium out here tonight.
Loud stadium. I mean, we've seen just down from Silver Spring Shores, just down from Ocala. Here we're in Ocala tonight, right here on RiverCountrySports.com. We thanks for joining us here live. I mean, tell us about the other game of tonight. What we've seen so far out of Suwannee County. I mean,
yeah. And I don't have many updates. It's not updating, so I don't know if that's the real score or not. I was showing 7-0 for Suwannee, but there's a lot of good games going on our area around here.
I mean, we also seen, I believe, the score of the Mayo against Zarephath game was 15-14. The Lafayette Hornets actually up there tonight. I mean, tell us another game that we've seen there in the area.
Yeah, so we also seen Fort White is playing Union tonight. So Fort White is up looks like the end of the second quarter. They're up 35-0. Fort White doing a great job with Union County tonight. And then we've also got Dixie County Bears are up 25-7 over Keystone Heights. And then it also looks like the score of the Suwannee game is still 7-0 Suwannee over there in Live Oak tonight.
As we wrap up these homecoming festivities right here in Lake Weir Stadium, the Hurricanes tonight down to your Branford Buccaneers 28-0. Join us right back here live. Your host, Jackson Jones, along with your co-host, Stephen Jones, here tonight on RiverCountrySports.com. Joining us today, we've got Joseph Robinson, Braden Browning, and Anthony Leach. Thank you all for joining us here today. Hey, so as we get going here in the season, what's kind of some things that y'all are looking forward to and that y'all have seen progress throughout the off season with summer workouts and then leading up to fall camp? How's that look for you?
Well, after spring, through summer workouts, we've had a bunch of people come over, and through summer workouts, everybody's been doing good in the weight room. Everybody's been hitting the gym hard. We've been doing good.
For sure.
During the workouts, I've seen all our group like bonding stuff during each time group. I went to 6 a.m., 8 a.m., and 6 p.m. before, and the atmosphere between them is like, it makes you want to like grow your relationship with everybody.
For sure. So you've said you've gone to the 6 a.m., 8 a.m., and 6 p.m. workouts. So I know here at
No, not
Branford.
not all of them, but
Oh,
like
not all of them. Yeah, I got you. I was gonna say, man, that's true dedication to it. You ought to be tired by the time you get home. So Joe, what's that kind of look like for you? I know you've been. This is what your second year playing
This is
here.
my second year.
Second year playing here at Branford. How's it kind of been like? I know your first season starting off, which I was actually here on the team with you as
Yeah,
well. What's it kind of look like? Because you were in weightlifting as well, correct?
I was.
So you did weightlifting outside of football, but that really you feel like that kind of prepared you a little more for the season as well?
Football helped me keep in shape, and I had to be in the weight room with Coach Clark for it, and that helped me get stronger. So when weightlifting season came around, I wasn't too, sore doing new lifts.
Right.
And I progressed quicker, being as I had 2 weightlifting classes that year and weightlifting after school.
For sure, for sure.
So
So you think that you're kind of using football a little bit more as a vessel for weightlifting, you would say?
well, I use football as a drive to get better at weightlifting, so I can take all that strength at weightlifting and put it on the field.
Right. So it kind of just goes full circle moment for
Full
you there.
circle.
Yeah, for sure. Using both of them to grow for each of the other sports as well.
Exactly.
Right, I got you. So Anthony, is this your first year playing here for the Bucks? So first year playing, have you played football previously before, or is this your first year as well?
first year,
So this your first year starting off, and you're going into your what grade here in school?
10th.
So it'll be your 10th grade season, first varsity season with us as well. And so, I mean, starting off, what are kind of some things that you feel like have been able to help you out in order to produce and continue to grow on the field?
I'd say positivity with teammates and stuff. Working out in the weight room during ninth grade year with Joe, so
Right.
could grow my strength. And
So just the being able to work with some players off the field has translating to just being able to connect and mesh better and work a whole lot better while on the field.
yeah,
Right. So Braden, you are going into the
11th grade.
11th grade. Okay, so you were on varsity last year with us.
Yes.
And so what has kind of been the transition from going from 10th to 11th grade that has really helped you grown a little bit? What's that kind of look like?
Just getting along with everybody and everybody coming and helping each other, and it's all in the weight room getting along.
So you think a lot of what is produced on the field starts here in the weight room?
Yeah.
Right, for sure. Yeah, I get that. So really, I mean, so you are just a football player, or
Yeah.
so just a football player, which I've actually seen you up at the Ford dealership, which is where I'm working currently.
Yep.
Where you're up there as well. I mean, what are you doing up there?
I'm back there in the collision center, but that's where my stepdad, he's the manager back there at the collision center, but he owns another business that he runs, like calibrating stuff like that in cars, and I work that business.
So you've been able to help him out. So is that kind of where you see yourself going, kind of after high school instead of pursuing football on the collegiate level, or what's
Yeah.
that kind of look like for you?
Just going, keeping strong with that, and just trying to stay in the workforce.
Yeah, for sure, working with him. So if you are not wanting to, if you're not wanting to play football at the next level, what's really keeping that drive inside of you, in order to keep getting better?
Just the brotherhood here, fighting for each other, everybody just trying to get better so that the whole team is good and working for each other.
Right. So players that are wanting to play in college are not only working for the team, but they're also working for themselves. So as you're continuing to grow with your football journey, your mindset kind of is on things of doing the best you can for your team.
Yeah.
Right, helping out those players that are wanting to go play at the next level. What's that kind of look like for you, Anthony? I know first year playing, it's probably different from anything that you've ever done.
yeah.
Which I'm sure. So really being able to do that, what's that kind of look like for you?
Um, I'm really not that sure. It like has brought me like a better mindset and stuff,
Right.
and helped me change how I think things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it puts a little bit more of a drive inside of you.
yeah,
You could say a little bit more of more being required to do things at such a high and intricate level. I mean, really puts a determination inside of you. So I mean, what are some things that you like to do outside of football when because you spend a lot of your time here. I'm assuming you spend a lot of your time here. What are some things that you enjoy participating in outside of that?
So I do like to hang out with my family,
Okay.
watch my baby sisters and stuff. Hang out with my friends and probably play some video games with my friends too sometimes. So
Right. So you think that starting off playing football has helped you grow to become not only which would be a better football player, but also a better person overall.
yeah,
Do you really think that which not being in any other program, you think that the Brantford program has also helped you out in that sense?
um, I'd say like our community has like helped me out before too.
Yeah,
So like just like getting to participate in something that like means a lot to the community is like a big thing on me.
for
So
sure.
um, it's exciting and like nervously too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah, for sure. That it can be tough playing and spending all your time doing that, but then still trying to juggle your life outside of football. So Joe, what's kind of things been looking like for you outside of playing ball?
Uh, work and work. That's mainly what my summer's been about. When I wasn't here, I was somewhere working, and when I wasn't working, I was either here at the house.
Right.
But something that looking like is good for me is getting into welding.
Okay.
I've been doing a bit of that for people this summer. Yeah.
So you've been doing some welding. So I'm sure you've seen some similarities between what you've had to do welding and some things that you've had to do on the football field.
Yes.
Because I haven't really gotten into welding myself, but I've heard that it is tough and it requires a lot of steadiness and precision. I mean, is that some things that kind of translate between the two?
You have to be precise and you have to be not too slow and not too fast and you have to stay steady. That's how you want to be on the field. You want to be as fast as you can without being all over the place.
For
You want
sure.
to be precise when you hit somebody or when you go around somebody or catch a football, like what he would have to do.
Right. So when you mentioned catching the football, are you on the offensive side of the ball right now, or are you working defense or what?
um, defense,
So you're working mainly defense. What position you playing right now?
the corner.
Okay, so you're playing corner. So that is a lot of stuff. We've spoken with several different corners about like kind of things that they have to do to prepare and make themselves better. What does that kind of look like for you? Like what kind of things do you have to do to become the best you can at your position?
Um, so right now I've been shadowing people and like watching and learning more and how to do it properly and stuff. And I'd say like the biggest thing right now I need to work on is like the footwork and then probably like hitting people.
Right.
'Cause, I don't really like when we have those practice over in spring. I didn't really hit people because they're family, but like it was like the different like team stuff, like an actual game. I probably would stuff.
Well, a lot of that I think translate to what you do on the field during practice is kind of reflects to what you do in the game. A big motto that's been used: practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
I mean, so if you're looking to do that in the game, that is something that needs to be done in practice as well. I kind of think that would
yeah.
that would go good. But well, Joe, Braden, Anthony, we do appreciate y'all joining us here today for the player spotlight. Thank you for joining us on rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
This is Jeff Mosley.
And this is Lance McCray.
At Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 4th annual Welborn Cornbread Festival.
Mark your calendars to be there November the 1st, starting at 7:30 in the morning with a blueberry pancake breakfast. The Welborn Community Association is piling everybody up for a cornbread and chili cook-off. Come one, come all to the Welborn Country Store. Live music by the Rock Bluff Band. Toys for Tots is having a cake auction. And on the way there, make sure you stop by the Kids Corner with Pony Rides. Yeehaw! Do not forget the Just Christmas Craft Store. Santa would be disappointed in you. There's going to be tons of vendors, food trucks, and much more. It's the Welborn Community Association's 4th annual Welborn Cornbread Festival.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just finished up the halftime homecoming festivities here at Lake Weir High School tonight.
Yeah, I tell you, man, they have put on a great halftime show, and man, yeah, again, once again to the band doing an incredible job. But they played, I mean, a ton of different songs, recognized songs that you just knew as soon as they started playing. As the homecoming court and all came in, and they crowned the king and queen tonight, and great turnout, and man, these a lot of community support here, and you could tell the stands really got into it tonight.
Yeah, so we're definitely looking forward to seeing this second half and seeing what the Buccaneers can do if they can continue to keep putting points on the board against the Hurricanes. And I'm curious to see what the conversation looked like about on that during halftime for the Buccaneers, as we'll go over that on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock during the coaches show right there with Coach Clark for the Buccaneers. But one thing I'm also looking forward to see tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about what's going on tomorrow.
Yeah, so somebody said something about college game day headed down to South Florida, 12 noon. First time this has happened since starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. First time this has happened since 2017, when Miami played Notre Dame was the last time college game day headed down there. So they're going to be at Hard Rock Stadium. Looking forward to that game tomorrow night, 7:30 game, Miami Hurricanes versus the Florida Gators. So, yeah, Miami's got a lot to prove in this game. So does Florida. Florida would like to bounce back, and I'm sure old Lagway would love to put some touchdowns and kind of change his record so far. Had a tough week last week with 5 interceptions, and Miami's been on a roll. Carson Beck has looked great. Some great receivers. Their defense has looked incredible so far. Big turnaround from last year. You got Ruben Bain, which a lot of people saying Ruben Bain could possibly be one of the best defensive players in the entire nation right now. So they got a lot to prove, a lot to live up to. So excited to see what that game will bring, and the excitement that College Game Day is going to bring to Miami.
Primetime game there in Miami, Florida, brought to you by College Game Day. Watch tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., then 7:30 tomorrow night. And we will get kicked off right back here live on River Country Sports. Kicker J.C. Corrado is right back here kicking off. I mean, we've seen him make all 4 extra points so far tonight.
Yeah, that's a great job.
Good debut on tonight by the Branford kicker as he kicked this one a little further back deep tonight, just giving him some experience at the kickoff position as That looks like number 6 for the Hurricanes. That's Brandon Smith on the return. Not able to pick up a whole lot of yards, but it's going to bring them up first down right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and this is a great opportunity for the Hurricanes to kind of come back out, get their feet underneath them. With that hard little score that we had right before the half, I'm sure they're glad that they deferred to get the ball in the second half. So I'm sure, they're just like we talked about Coach Tim Clark, I'm sure their coach had a conversation with them at halftime. Let's see if it did any good or not as we go into the second half.
Starting off here at quarterback for the Hurricanes tonight, number 12, Landon Wiley-Cunn, but he's going to take it, and he's going to be met by big number 50, Wyatt Derringer. Wyatt Derringer putting it to him tonight as he's been able to stop the run game, along with number 3 there to his left and right side on the middle linebacker position, Vernon Richards.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play, but just it looks like maybe 3 yards, but great job by the middle, just stepping up and driving him backwards. And this is kind of the way they started the first of the game. We've seen a lot of quarterback runs starting off, so let's see if they continue with that.
So we haven't seen them take the ball to the air a whole lot. We heard about and seen a little bit on film of how Lake Weir the Hurricanes can throw the ball as they just took it to the outside there. That's Jake Colbert, and it's going to be brought down by number 3 of Vernon Richards. Big hit there by Richards as he's going to be brought down around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it will be enough for the first down as they're going to move the chains on the other side of the field. And I think that's what they're looking to see right now is if they can continue to move the ball. And really, for the Hurricanes, if they can eliminate a lot of these penalties that hurt them on the first half.
A lot of penalties set them back, which caused turnovers and allowed the Buccaneer offense to score. Quarterback Trent Land very dominant on his feet tonight as running back Kevin Lucas is around the right side, but brought down by both middle linebackers.
Yeah, and just as we talked about the penalties, great job by the defense of stepping in and making that tackle, but it was a holding call on the offense again right there. We talked about that each time that they had a big play the first half, it would be followed up by a penalty. Same thing just happened. And they're going to have to get that under control in order to capitalize on those big plays. I mean, you get a big play, that's where your momentum kicks in, and you just continue to drive. But you get that penalty, it takes away all the momentum.
Penalty there called on Gage Weidenbacher, and we seen him exit the field here tonight. So we're gonna see if this offensive line for the Hurricanes can prevent some of these penalties. I mean, we talked about it, and then there it was. But they're gonna hand the ball off there to the right side. Nowhere really to go for number 10 of Dallas Johnson. First time we've seen Johnson with a ball there tonight.
Yeah, and really the defense, they've done a great job containing these edges, and they've not been able to really break it around the edge and really put up any significant amount of yardage.
One thing that I spoke with Coach Clark about on pretty much every coach's show, you could say, is that one thing they pride themselves on defense is the ability to rally to the ball. I mean, we see every play, all 11 hats of this Buccaneer defense rallying to the ball. I mean, what we're seeing, tell us a little bit about what we're seeing out of this bottom side, this closer side of the defensive backs.
Yeah, I mean, it really just seems like they're not able to really connect, and I mean, they're giving them a lot of room to go down and to make that play, but we're not even seeing them go for this type of play action.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're waiting kind of on that deep ball. We've seen around to the right side a couple of these passes that have been completed to the right side, just not enough yards for a first down. That penalty setting them back pretty far for the Hurricanes. Now, as it brings up 3rd down and 13. 3rd down and 13. Direct snap there to number 2 of Lucas, but Lucas going to be brought down by none other than number 8, Trip Schultz.
Man, and he met him there with just a hard hit, and really, I mean, he ran right at him. He was able to take his legs out with really no gain on the play. So that's going to bring up a 4th down, and not really what the Hurricanes were looking to do as they came out to get things started in the second half.
Good stand there. Going to bring up 4th down and 13 for the Hurricanes. But quarterback Landon Wiley Cunn, number 12, is not going to be the punter tonight. I mean, he is off in the receiver position as the ball takes a good bounce. Going to be picked up there by the Hurricanes and brought down right around the 23-yard line. Going to set up shop here for the Branford Buccaneers. First down and 10. Let's see if quarterback Trent Land can't get a couple more yards on the play.
Yeah, and as he's going out here getting started, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors. You know, the Suwannee County School Board District's a huge sponsor of River Country Sports. We'd like to thank them for all that they do and to make this program possible. Also, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet on Highway 90 West in Lake City has our Roundtree Moore Chevrolet Red Zone. We'd like to thank Jeff and Lance and the guys over there for being a huge sponsor of River Country Sports.
Quarterback Land sets up in the shotgun formation. And he looks to hand the ball off there around to the left side. Strong running there by number 8 of Tripp Schultz. Schultz brought down after a short gain on the play. Schultz going to exit the game to the sideline. There's going to bring up second down and 5. Second down and 5 for the Branford Buccaneers. 8 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in your third quarter. Your Buccaneers up 28-0 over the Lake Weir Hurricanes. On the wide side of the field, we've got Reese Vaught and looks like T.C. Smith, but that's quarterback Trent Land going to keep it around the side again, and he piles into a defender of the...
Yeah, and that's going to pick up another big first down for Branford Buccaneers. You know, quarterback Trent Land, and you know these are design runs where really, you know, if we can pull it off and throw it downfield, I mean it'd be a mega pickup. But they've done a great job. We've seen Trent be able to get on the outside here and just pick up yardage after yardage, picking up another first down there, bringing it almost close to midfield for Branford.
That's Jamari Anderson, their number 4 for the Hurricanes, on the stop tonight, being able to bring down Trent Land. But Land looked to pile into him again, just not able to pick up the extra yards there after his gain. First down and 10. Your Branford Buccaneers, 28. Lake Weir Hurricanes, 0. It's 7:34 left to go on the clock here in the third quarter. As the Branford Buccaneers set up the formation, Land hands the ball off to Smith there. Up the middle, Smith picking up some hard-earned yards. T.C. Smith there, been a big help for the Branford Buccaneers this season. I mean, we've seen him transfer in from over in Columbia County last year when he was playing for the Tigers, but a lot of benefit came out of having Smith this season.
He did, and you know, with what happened early, he's been a big part of this offense so far. And you see him right there again, picking up just some hard yards, but it's 3, 4 to 5 yards every time he touches the ball.
Now, Smith's one of those guys you can really count on to get the ball as he does right here, and he breaks it around to the left side, carrying guys on his back. Finally brought down after the first down was picked up, and about 10 extra yards on the carry there by Smith.
Yeah, and he's one of those with just some sneaky speed. Once he breaks through the line of scrimmage, if there's any opening, he is flying through it. As we see him there break through for another nice first down as he carries about 4 to 5 defenders along with him.
Nobody able to bring Smith down there until about 5 guys, like you said, got on top of him and able to bring him down.
Yeah, it looks like the Hurricanes are going to try and just break their momentum up a little bit as they're going to call a timeout on the field. And that's a perfect time for us to bring up Pool Realty. You know, if you're in the market for real estate, whether you're buying or you're selling, then give Pool Realty a call. Their team has experience and the knowledge to make your listing and to make your dreams come true. Their agents work hard to match up each customer with the right property that will fit their needs. So whether you're looking in Live Oak or in Branford or anywhere in North Florida, then give Pool Realty a call. They're committed to providing exceptional real estate experience. Pool Realty has an office in Live Oak and in Branford. See Pool Realty for all of your real estate needs.
As we've seen the timeout taken here tonight on the field, 6 minutes, 26 seconds left to go. I mean, what do you think that the Buccaneers are they going to continue to keep putting points on the board, or what are they doing?
Yeah, I mean, and that's what it looks like here. I mean, you have to give what the defense is taking you and they giving you, and they have done a great job of that tonight. I mean, it's just one of those things where we've seen again so far everything that they do seems to be working tonight.
His quarterback Land sets up with Smith to his left. And he's going to looks to hand the ball off, but he's going to throw it downfield.
Oh.
Almost caught by Vaught there, but broken up.
And really, that was a great job by the defender to realize that ball was coming. And really, that could have been dangerous, and you thought that was going to be a touchdown for Branford. It looks like as the defender went up to catch the ball, he did come down, and he is currently still down on the field.
There's an injury timeout on the field, so we're going to take a short break, but we will be right back here live for the Branford Buccaneer action on rivercountrysports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground.
Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling.
Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th, live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
And we're back here live on River Country Sports, but right before the injury timeout, we seen quarterback Trent Land try to heave the ball down the left side to Vaught there, number 0 for the Branford Buccaneers. That's number 7 for the Hurricanes. That's Andrew Clay. Went up and deflected the pass, but came down. Looks like he's able to walk by himself off the field. We don't know where that injury was to, but hopefully he will be able to return to the game later on tonight.
Yeah, made a great play on the ball. We're happy to see him get up and seems to be walking fine on his own. I'm sure that, he jumped up and came down, could have just knocked the air out of him, but he seems to be doing good.
As quarterback number 4, Land for the Buccaneers, looks to take the snap in the shotgun position and pitch it around the left side. That's Smith able to pick up the first down, jumps through the air to get the first down.
It looks like they're going to call him just short, and from this side of the field, I don't know if he went out of bounds or what, but they're calling him about a yard short. But, man, another hard, explosive run from Smith. Looks like he got his legs completely taken out and must have hit the ground just shy of the first down. It's going to bring us down to the 30-yard line, so it's going to be looks like second down, about a yard to go from the 30-yard line for the Branford Buccaneers.
Capelia now in the running back position there to the right of quarterback Land, and the ball is going to be on the ground. Looks like Land and Schultz both fall on it. Looks like Branford's going to pick it up.
Yeah, they were able to jump on it, but that's the first time we've really seen anything like that from Branford tonight. I mean, they have been composed all night long in everything that they've done and executed well on it. So this will bring them back just a little bit. So we'll see what Coach Clark decides to do here. It's going to bring up fourth down. Looks like fourth down and around 4 yards to go. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out on the field and go for it on fourth down.
Little misdirection there by the Buccaneers. But speaking of misconduct there, I mean, we've seen the flag on the play there. That's number 18, Jeremiah Jaquez. They're jumping off sides for the Hurricanes tonight. Gonna get the Buccaneers back the yardage that they just lost on the previous play.
Yeah, let's see. They just threw another flag. Not sure what over on the sideline. I'm not sure what that was. Looks like one of the defenders may have been saying something to the ref on that one as he threw another flag.
These flags not going very well in the favor of the Hurricanes tonight. You're going to continue to back them up and move the Buccaneers into even better field position.
Yeah, the last penalty already gave them a first down. Looks like this is going to put another 10 yards worth of penalties on the field. And really, Branford's been able to maximize on these penalties tonight. You know, we'll see the stats maybe on the coaches show on Tuesday nights of how many yards they actually got in penalties tonight.
A lot of yards for sure. But as the stands continue to stay full for Lake Weir Hurricanes tonight, as quarterback Land hands it off to the left side to Schultz, and Schultz is going to run in untouched to the end zone. That's Schultz putting 6 on the board for the Bucks for the touchdown. Brantford Buccaneers.
Great job by Schultz. A lot of misdirection in the backfield. It was hard to really see where they were going. And Schultz got the ball and busted up. Great job to the offensive line. We could have drove a Mack truck through the middle of the offensive line on that one, and it opened up a wide gap for him to fly right through and soar into the touchdown.
Now looking to freshman kicker of J.C. Corrado, number 20 on the night. He's been 4 for 4. Let's not try and jinx him, but we're going to see if he can go 5 for 5 on extra points tonight. And the kick is up.
And
it's good. And it's good. That's going to give your Branford Buccaneers 35 and the Lake Weir Hurricanes 0. We'll be right back here live on River Country Sports for all the Branford Buccaneer action.
This is Jeff Mosley.
And this is Lance McCray.
At Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers put 7 more points on the board as we look to freshman kicker of J.C. Corrado to put it back deep for the Buccaneers tonight, as the Hurricanes look to continue to try and put some points on the board here with 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in your third quarter. As he gets the ball, and he's going to be, looks like, brought down there by number 5 of Devin Waller, along with number 18 of Frazier. Holston Frazier there for the Buccaneers. Good stop. Going to set him up right there again around the 30-yard line as the Hurricanes look to move the ball down the field. Now, we haven't seen the Hurricanes actually really been able to get the ball moving a whole lot. We've seen a couple passes and a couple quarterback runs out of them, along with a couple out of the running back, just not a whole lot of positive yardage that wasn't set back by a penalty tonight.
Yeah, let's look to see if the defense can step up and just make another stop here, or if the Hurricanes are going to get a second wind and bring it down the field.
As number 12 of Wiley Kun looks to throw the ball to the outside, and it's going to be around the right side, and he's going to go all the way down. Is he going to be out of bounds before he gets in for... It looks like he's going to be out of bounds before he can score. Good catch and run there. The big explosive play that we were looking for out of the Hurricanes tonight.
We seen a little bit of that to start the game. We knew that they had some big receivers on the outside with a lot of speed. I don't know why we haven't seen more of that tonight. They started off doing that. We haven't seen it since. We know that play works. If we can get those big receivers on the outside, they were able to do it there. So let's see what they're able to back it up with.
Throwing that screen and having somebody to block for you is the crucial part when you're trying to complete that play for positive yardage. Quarterback Cunn there trying to throw to the outside again, just overthrown. Pass is incomplete there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Hurricanes. We're here live once again in Ocala, Florida at Lake Weir High School. If you're just tuning in, you see that the Branford Buccaneers have put 35 points here on the Hurricanes tonight. Hurricanes score of 0. Make sure to like and subscribe and share with all your friends to the River Country Sports YouTube channel. And join us right here live at 7 p.m. on Tuesday as the Hurricanes looking to be picking up a little bit of momentum.
They are, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Go with who's hot. Go with what's working for you. We've seen that's about the 3rd screen pass that we've seen so far in this drive, but each time they're able to pick up yardage. So let's see if they continue that, or like we've seen before, where the quarterback would just keep it and take it up the middle. So let's see what they can follow it up with.
The quarterback keeping it up the middle, I mean, it's gained 1 or 2 yards at a time for the Hurricanes, but the big explosive plays have been to the outside. We've seen that earlier on in the game, but then as they go to it again to pick up a couple more yards, that's number 10 of Dallas Johnson getting the ball, picking up a couple more yards.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to bring them down to around the Buccaneer 10-yard line. So it's going to be it's going to bring them down to about 5 yards left to go. So it looks like 5 yards to the first down. So let's see if they're able to pick up this yardage.
It's 2nd down right here in Buccaneer territory as the clock winds. 5 seconds left to go before your 4th quarter. And he looks to throw to the outside. And it's going to be caught for a Hurricane touchdown.
Yeah, we were able to get some pressure on the quarterback, just not able to get to him as he made a great throw right into the corner of the end zone for the Hurricanes. Got a score update for you on the Suwannee County game. We've got Suwannee High Bulldogs facing the Hamilton County Trojans in the 3rd quarter. Your score is 14-0. Suwannee Bulldogs.
I believe that the Hamilton County Trojans actually just scored there. It looked like the play was to the outside, a pass completed, but dropped on the ground when going to be tackled and actually picked up by another Trojan as he entered in for the touchdown.
Trying to make it a ball game over there.
The extra point will be no good for the Hurricanes tonight, but we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
Territory right around midfield of the Lake Weir Hurricanes.
Yeah, I was looking for the Hurricanes to try and do something a little aggressive there to see if they may do an onside kick, and they did just that. Great job by the Buccaneers to fall on it and giving us great field position, lined up on the 50 to start this fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter action right here on rivercountrysports.com, brought to you in part by all of our sponsors tonight as we gave shout-outs to. So far on the night, I mean, we've seen quarterback Trent Land being able to run the ball. As he does, he takes it around to the right side, and he's going to continue. Big hit there on Land, as Land and the defender are both on the ground.
Yeah, looks like Trent Land is getting back up. That was a hard hit over on the sideline by the defender, by both Land and the defender running into each other over there. You know, a long ways on the other side for us to see exactly what happened, but definitely a hard hit. So that's going to bring a injury timeout as Branford actually comes back and takes the field.
Going to see a new quarterback, first time of the night. That's number 0 of Reese Vaught. Actually had to play some quarterback last year for the Buccaneers as he hands it off to Smith there to the right side. A flag is thrown, but we're going to see what this call is. A little bit of commotion downfield. A Hurricane defender on his back.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be holding on the Buccaneers. That's going to back them up 5 yards. That'll put it, bring them back to just about where they started at the 50-yard line.
Quarterback Land, I mean, we see that play work sometimes as he is able to gain extra yards just by putting his head down and trying to pick up those extra yards. But there's some point in time where it's just him and a defender that's in the wide open field. I mean, what do you expect the defender to do? I mean, the saying is low man wins. He's going to go low, but the legs of the quarterback here as he continues to run the ball are crucial, and sometimes you just have to go out of bounds. Direct snap there around the left side to Vaught as Vaught gets some room, and Vaught, like we said, just runs out of bounds there.
Yeah, he obviously he can get that speed going around the corner, but if it's not there, Vaught's typically going to step out of bounds. Land's going to put his head down and try and run through. He reminds me a lot of Haynes King. We watched Haynes King, quarterback for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets as they played Clemson. He's one of those guys, big quarterback, physical quarterback with some great legs. A lot of their success has come from Haynes King running the ball. We see a lot of that in Trent Land. He's got the speed, big physical player, but will also run over you.
Haynes King, a returner there for the Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech as they upset Clemson last weekend. But we see quarterback Trent Land enter the game again tonight. A lot of hype in the stadium. Pump fakes, but throws there around the right side. That's almost caught by number 7 of Arcavian Jones.
And I tell you, from where I stood, that was a beautiful, beautiful pass by Land. Hit him on the money and, had 2 defenders over there, but was able to thread the needle and get it through to him. Nice pass, but unable to come up with it.
It's going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Buccaneers tonight. I believe the first time that they've had to punt the ball away tonight.
Yeah, looks like the punting team is going to come on. Nobody more excited about this than the punter getting some action out here tonight. Something we did not think we would see was a punter take the field for Branford.
Who's that punter taking the field for Branford tonight? That's quarterback Trent Land in there. Good punt by Land as the ball turns over and over. As the ball continues to roll well into Hurricane territory.
Yeah, took a nice Branford bounce all the way down to about the 10-yard line. So great punt by Land.
Gonna bring up first down.
I believe he could have threw it a little farther if they just let him throw it downfield.
Right. I mean, we seen him try and throw it downfield, but the defensive backs and the safeties of Lake Weir High School here, the Hurricanes, doing a good job at breaking up these passes. We've seen a couple on each side, from one thrown to Arcavian Jones here a minute ago, another one thrown to Vaught on the other side, one to Smith, I believe. They're all broken up by the defensive backs of the Hurricanes.
Yeah, let's see if we'll continue to see the Hurricanes throw the ball, as they were having some success on the last drive out on these screen passes.
Trying to get it done around the outside, but he is stopped there. That's number 12 of Landon Wiley-Cunn, the quarterback there for the Buccaneers. Big stop there by the Branford defense.
Yeah, they were all over him as he tried to tuck the ball and run.
Official water break here on the play, but we're going to be right back here live for all the Branford Buccaneer fourth quarter action on rivercountrysports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground.
Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling.
Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th. Live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
And we're back here live for more fourth quarter action right here on rivercountrysports.com. Steve Jones, thanks for joining us again here tonight. My co-host, the guy who is with me, my ride actually, over here
is
to Ocala. Chauffeur. I wouldn't call it necessarily a chauffeur, but
listen, when I drive and you sleep, that is called a chauffeur.
that's about right. I mean, comfortable ride there, Ford F-150. But we want to thank all of our sponsors here again tonight, as we see the Hurricanes of Lake Weir taking the field tonight. Fourth quarter, it's 5 minutes 45 seconds left to go. Your score is Branford 35. Lake Weir 6.
Yeah, and they've set themselves up for a long ride to the first down. So it looks like it's a second down and about almost 20 yards to go.
He looks to throw it, but that's almost picked off there by the Buccaneer defender. The pass just a little behind the intended receiver.
Yeah, could have easily been a pick six on the play. Hurricanes are very fortunate that he missed that one.
That's Brandon Smith there, the intended receiver for the Hurricanes.
And I tell you, if you're looking down at the scoreboard, you'd like to thank Summers Home Furniture for being our scoreboard sponsor tonight.
Summers Home Furniture, big part in furnishing houses. Whatever you need, go down and see the Chris and the gang at Summers Home Furniture there in Lake City, Florida. As quarterback looks to take it to the air. And it's going to be almost picked off and just out of the hands of number 12, Beard. Almost a big play there as Beard looked to track the ball down, just out of the hands of the Buccaneer defender.
And he did a great job turning and getting his head and his eyes on the ball, and really was able to bat it up and could not bring it down with him. Yeah, two good opportunities there for takeaways by this Branford defense, but we'll see what the offense can continue to do with it.
As the Hurricanes look to punt it away, and it's returned a little bit of that tough running we've seen out of Smith there tonight, number 6 for the Buccaneers. I mean, that's going to set the Buccaneers up in almost red zone position. I mean, they're going to be right there down around the 16-yard line.
Yeah, it's some really good field position for Branford. And, that's something we haven't seen yet is a return on a punt. And I don't know that was designed, but, I think TC said if you're going to kick it right at me, then I'm going to have to catch it and run it back at you. So great job just picking up some extra yardage there, putting us in great field position on starting off at the 15-yard line.
But just showing off a little bit of that raw power there by Smith, which is gained almost in the Branford Buccaneer weight room that we've seen. We spoke to a lot of players on the player spotlight about how the weight room has transformed them, allowed them to get a lot better play. I mean, that tough running we've seen just stop there. No gain on the play.
Yeah, you can notice the stands start to clear out just a little bit over here at Hurricane Stadium as Branford gets the ball back in great field position. I tell you, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Farm Bureau Insurance. If you are in the market for insurance or need a free quote, then give Farm Bureau Insurance a call with offices in Live Oak and in Branford.
As Branford sets the stage here on 2nd down and 12. It's 2nd down and 12. 2 minutes left to go in your fourth quarter. Ball handed off there to the right side for the Branford Buccaneers. That's number 13 of Braden Strait on the carry tonight. Your score is Branford Buccaneers 35, Lake Weir Hurricanes 6. Clock just under minute 45 left to go as it winds down here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's a great time. When you're this close towards the end with a big lead, you're able to swap out and let some of your younger players get out on the field and get some action. So that's always exciting to see. Got to tell you, the clock is winding down as we're almost just inside 1 minute left in the ball game. And it looks like at this time we're just kind of letting the clock wind out. Doesn't look like Coach Clark's trying to put any more points on the board. So I believe we're just going to wind it down and maybe get one more playoff here or just go out and take a knee and call it a night.
So the Buccaneers look to take as much time as possible off the clock before they call a timeout. I mean, we've seen the Buccaneers able to move the ball all over the field tonight, some long passes. And we're going to cut to a short commercial break. We'll be right back here live on River Country Sports for the last minute of game.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com. Tell us what it is. It's a minute left to go here in the fourth quarter. Here in Ocala, Florida, Lake Weir High School, the Hurricanes. We thank them for having us here over tonight. Your score, Branford Buccaneers 35, the Hurricanes 6 on the night. As the clock continues to wind, run and play there by the Buccaneers stop after a short gain of about 2 on the play. Buccaneers looking to advance to 3-2 on the season, reigning the Hurricanes also to 3-2 on the season.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. This game was just a big momentum shift for the season. Coming into it 2-2, we really talked about wanting to leave here 3-2 and kind of having a little statement win after being so close in some of the previous games that led up to tonight.
These previous games just allowing this Branford Buccaneer offense and defensive side of the ball really to just catch momentum and get everything figured out here at the beginning of the season, allowing them to come in and put up a dominant performance over the Hurricanes tonight. Score of 35-6. 9 seconds left to go on the play clock. We're going to see if Branford just winds it out right here in the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I tell you, it ended up being a beautiful night over here in Lake Weir, Florida, but just outside of Ocala. But we've had a nice, cool breeze all night long, and we knew coming into this, you could feel some excitement in the air. Obviously, they had a beautiful game here, very nice halftime ceremony, great band. We've enjoyed being over here tonight. It's made for a great night, and anytime you can leave with a Branford Buccaneer victory, it makes it a great night.
I mean, we've seen the score just across the way on the other side of rivercountrysports.com. Suwannee Bulldogs up 21-6 over the Hamilton County Trojans. That performance put up tonight in part by rivercountrysports.com. And we see the Buccaneers look to kick a field goal, and it's good. They kick a field goal from way back. I believe that's How far is that field? That field goal was long. How far was that field goal?
So it ended up being right at a little over a 30-yard field goal. That's something we haven't seen yet this season, have we? And kind of wondering if we were going to just kneel it or go for it there. But great opportunity just to give our kicker some confidence and go for three.
I mean, we good way to end the game there on rivercountrysports.com, putting 3 more points on the board. It's going to bring your final score, Branford Buccaneers 38, the Lake Weir Hurricanes 6. We'll be right back here live on River Country Sports to wrap up the game.
This is Jeff Mosley.
And this is Lance McCray.
At Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 4th annual Welborn Cornbread Festival.
Mark your calendars to be there November the 1st, starting at 7:30 in the morning with a blueberry pancake breakfast. The Welborn Community Association is piling everybody up for a cornbread and chili cook-off. Come one, come all to the Welborn Country Store. Live music by the Rock Bluff Band. Toys for Tots is having a cake auction. And on the way there, make sure you stop by the Kids Corner with Pony Rides. Yeehaw! Do not forget the Just Christmas Craft Store. Santa would be disappointed in you. There's going to be tons of vendors, food trucks, and much more. It's the Welborn Community Association's 4th annual Welborn Cornbread Festival.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
And we're back here live on River Country Sports, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers take down the Lake Weir Hurricanes tonight. I mean, that game, the final score 38-6. I mean, tell us a little bit, Steve, about what we've seen kind of out of the Buccaneers tonight.
I mean, really just a dominant performance all night. And they came out the gate strong and really never looked back. Yeah, we seen one punt on the night and just about scored on every drive. Yeah, one thing we seen from the Hurricanes coming in, we knew they had some big wide receivers, right? We knew they had a big line. We wondered how that would impact the game, how it would impact the Buccaneers. And we've seen a lot of speed on the outside, but they were not able to get it done. One thing that hurt them tonight big time was a lot of penalties. Each time they would make a big play, there would be a penalty right behind it. Every single time, some personal fouls that they had really cost them a lot. And really, Branford just took advantage of each situation that they got. Every time we got the ball, think about the amount of times we got the ball on their side of the 50-yard line, giving us great field position each time. And Coach Clark did some great play calling, mixed it up, and just took what the defense was giving us and able to score on almost every possession other than one tonight.
I mean, we've seen a dominant performance out of quarterback Trent Land tonight. I mean, picking up yards on the ground along with in the air. I mean, we've seen a couple passes that were broken up by some of the defenders of the Hurricanes. But other than that, I mean, pretty much perfection out of quarterback Trent Land, really getting it done on the ground. We've seen most of his yards came from tonight, along with starting off earlier on in the game. We've seen number 2 running back James actually come in the game, but then go limping off of the field later on. But we wanted to kind of review the game. I mean, we seen the final score 38-6 win over the Hurricanes of Lake Weir. I mean, we seen what was pretty cool, that last minute extra, that field goal try right there by the Buccaneers out of freshman J.C. Corrado.
Yeah, so J.C. was pure perfection tonight. So he made every extra point. And then with just a couple seconds left on the clock, 1 second left on the clock, he was able to kick a field goal, possibly be the first field goal that we've seen so far this season.
That's right.
For 3 points. So just great job. A lot of pressure, nice deep kick. And he has done a great job and added a lot to this program just as a freshman coming on doing the kicking. We also seen him do a lot of the kicking off, which we have not seen so far. And maybe they were preparing him on the kickoffs just to get ready for that extra point.
Yeah, so we're going to take another short break, but we'll be right back here to wrap up the stream on rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
This is Jeff Mosley.
And this is Lance McCray.
At Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
From the heart of Suwannee County, it's River Country Sports, your exclusive home for local high school sports, live events, and all the hometown action you care about. Catch every touchdown, buzzer beater, and big play streaming live and on demand at rivercountrysports.com. Proudly supporting all of Suwannee County. This is River Country Sports. Your teams, your town, your stream.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen, once again, your Branford Buccaneers take down the Lake Weir Hurricanes. Dominant win over the Hurricanes tonight, 38-6. I just wanted to thank my co-host, Stephen Jones, for coming over here and traveling with us to Ocala, Florida, to Lake Weir tonight, along with my streaming producer, Rivers Martinez, for joining us here tonight and helping us out run all of the equipment, along with Anthony Woosley, our cameraman for tonight. We want to thank these guys for always being here and traveling along with us. Hey, if you don't mind liking and subscribing to the channel right here on rivercountrysports.com, share with all your friends, that way they can keep up with Branford football along with Suwannee County Bulldog football. Come along with us on Tuesday night, where you can find the Coaches Show, where I'll be interviewing Coach Tim Clark of the Branford Buccaneers, right there on rivercountrysports.com. We'll be back here right here live next time on Tuesday night, and live on Friday night on rivercountrysports.com.